trying to just go nice and slow so I can get a video for you.
Cool.
Here,
So how much does this little getup cost?
I'm not sure. I have my own, and my reel is what they call a medium. This is a large. So my reel is 150 foot, but it's a little smaller cable. And between that and the monitor and the locator is about 13,000.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because this thing right here is like 7 by
Yeah,
itself.
I bet a bunch of that money's tied up in just the cable because that's fiber optic, right?
Yeah. Well, it's got like wires that go travel inside of it
To give the light.
to go down. It gives the light, the camera feed, and it also has a transmitter on it, so we can locate it under the ground. So, but this is sold separate. That piece is sold separate,
Wow.
and the locator portion of it is sold separate. And they're all somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000 a piece.
Goodness gracious. And I think it's probably very appropriate that they're probably priced that much. I just had no idea.
They're kind of, I don't know why, but when I was in Traverse City, I was one of 2 companies that owned one. So every company in town would call you and say, hey, can you come out and camera this line for me, you know? So they paid for me, you know, because I'd charge them $300 every time they come out, and I'd camera and mark it for them, and, you know, I was able to get it paid for in 4 or 5 years, you know?
So, have those, because when I was first out of school 30 years ago, they had a intraoral dental camera that was just out. It was the new, latest, greatest thing, okay? And it was a camera that you could show people up close their tooth that was broken, you know? Intraoral camera and capture images and that kind of stuff. And at the time, when those things first came out, it was about, it's a computer and a monitor and all this other stuff, and it was, big. It was big. It's something that you pushed from room to room. And it was about $30,000 back then. That was 1989, okay? And depending on what I wanted, you could pick up an intraoral camera for next to nothing. I mean, comparatively, under $1,000 easily, you know. If you want some other bells and whistles, you can pay a little bit more than that, but, you can pick one up and of course the size of it is, about 1/80th of what the original one was, it's just a little handpiece basically, and everything. So, is this one of those things that in like 5 years or so, the new stuff is so much better that you don't want this anymore, or?
No, this is pretty much,
Same beast as it was?
yeah. I mean, they improved the technology on it. I'm looking at the bottom of the pipe here, seeing the stuff that's on there, and I don't know if it's just like stuff that's collected.
Yeah, this building's been vacant for a while, so there's a good chance that whatever's got to set in there has dried out.
Right. So I was wondering, if you're talking about adding a bathroom, and that kind of stuff out back. Have you ever given any consideration to like having the mechanical room moved and turning like this area?
So, my consideration on all this stuff, it has been pondered for about 4 days.
Oh,
Okay, I've had the keys for 4 or 5 days,
yeah.
so I'm going through all those iterations, so, no, yes, no, I mean, yeah, whatever, you know, and just whatever makes things the most, functional, easy and doable and stuff.
You know, because realistically, this furnace could be a package unit that sits outside on the ground. And everything is outside and serviced outside and,
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 package units on that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, no, I never had considered that at
That would
all.
get the furnace out of here, and then all you gotta deal with is the water heater. And
That
technically,
water heater will go for an instant hot.
right, and so technically, that could go back in,
Yeah,
way back in that corner, you know what I mean? Or even,
well, one unit is up, so we could do one package unit, the upstairs unit, the furnace is up in the attic on it, so. I doubt there's ductwork down here anywhere to access it, unless that plenum shoots all the way up to the top or something. But yeah, so if I were to do a bed and breakfast, I'd probably, while I was plumbing for a bathroom out back or something here, I'd probably put a washer dryer or something down here too.